Welcome and welcome back again. I hope you're having a good day wherever you're watching this from. I'm here yet again. Hey. Before I even forget, thank you so much for the 5 people who subscribed to my channel. I just finished having my yogurt with a lot of seeds that apparently is good for me, and I try to do it regularly, although I don't do it so much. Plain yogurt, sesame seeds, sunflower seeds, chia seeds, pumpkin seeds, what else, moringa, baobab powder, just mix it up. And then as you can see from my title, today I have all the time, guys. We're going in depth with everything, like how my problem started, what I used to feel, this first surgery I did, then how it reoccurred again, the treatment I underwent for the second surgery, before the second surgery rather, and just the in-between of everything that I have been feeling, and my dating experience as a person living with these problems. Stay tuned, it's gonna be long. No, hopefully not. So my problem started way back when I was in Form 3 going to 4. I used to have really severe cramping, like very painful. I would throw up, my stomach would run, I would feel like I'm having flashes of cold, and then hot, and it used to be really bad. And then when I would lie on my back, on my left side, it used to feel a bit too tight, But I thought, the in between the cycle, this is how it goes. So in my mind, I used to assume that I'm one of those people that have really, really severe cramping and painful periods. It went on, and as I was almost towards doing my KCSE, it got really bad that sometimes I didn't even used to go to school. I ignored it, finished, cleared 4th form, and then now 1 year after clearing, now it got to the point, I think they had grown to the point that my periods were really heavy. It was so bad. I couldn't leave the house and just get to the main stage, which is, let's say, 1 kilometer away from where I am right now, and I feel I can't even do this. I need to go to the washroom. It's gonna be messy. So yeah, most of the time I wouldn't go to college when I'm on my menses, because it's too messy. I'm using public transport. I can't. Sorry about that. The sanitary towels that used to be available at that point, I feel like they couldn't even do the job. It got to a point where my mom got worried, and we decided, you know what, hey, let's just go get you checked and see what's happening, because this is too much. The pain, the severity of it, and then the heavy bleeding, it just got too much. I got referred to a few gynas here and there, and guys, hey, it can really get so uncomfortable when it comes to these things about gynas and all that. Hey, I used to go, they do things to me here and there, and I'm like, oh, this is so uncomfortable. I don't think I'm even ready to try out another one. A lot of things that you feel like your privacy is really being violated. So before I even got to go to my last doctor, my last gyna, I was so skeptical about it, because I was thinking, I can't always be going to gynas and I'm lying on tables, I'm being told to spread your legs. Oh my god, no. I told my mom, you know what, I don't think I can do this again. I'm those kind of people who even believe in having a female gyna than a male one. I don't know, I just prefer it like that. But now even going to this female gynas, it used to feel so intrusive. We did a research here and there, and my mom happened to have a colleague at work who was suffering from the same, and she referred us to that doctor. So we went, and it was so easy, guys, that it made me even doubt all the rest of the things that the others used to do to me. She told me lie down with clothes on, and then a little bit she pulled my top and touched and told me, whoa, definitely fibroids, they're quite big, this should be surgery ASAP. Because for them, I think for the fibroids to be past your belly button, coming on up towards your rib cage, that's too much. We rushed, and I had my first myomectomy. They pulled out several of them that had been detected through the tests, because before the surgery, of course, she tested me and she had done this work for quite a long while, and she was sure it was it. But for me to be sure, she told me, just go have a scan done so that you're sure, so that we know where they're located, how many they are. After the surgery, they told me there were about 7, the largest measuring 7 by 7. After that, all went well, by the way. No pain, the bleeding got a bit bearable. I was happy about that. That was in 2012, 13, 14, 15, I'm happy. Then again in 2016, I started noticing these things again. This cramping, very painful, okay, the bleeding is starting to get a bit heavier again. I lie down on my back and I feel my stomach. I hope it's not what I'm thinking again. So one day I was so disturbed, like I can't even sleep at night. Let it not be what I'm thinking. I just decided, I woke up, I took an off day from work, and I went. Got tests done, scan, and they told me that I have several uterine fibroids. The smallest by then was 3 centimeters. Yeah, I think 3 by 4. So I'm thinking, wow, again, what do I do? Of course, you try to maintain a healthy living lifestyle. You try to think you're eating healthy. You try to avoid things here and there, but I mean, you can only do so much. I personally, I have just a high affinity for fries, sugars and all that. I can do without, because they say people who are prone to having fibroids, refined sugars, deep fried foods, basically everything nice you shouldn't do. Everything nice, stay away from it. Sodas, sausages, cheese, fries, all that. So I used to believe that I'm really doing a good job as per how I'm living, but you just live every day and you notice like you're getting bigger and bigger. And believe you me, like I have done so many gynecological visits and it is so expensive. It just gets somewhere and you wonder, am I even gonna be able to keep this up? And then by that time, I've never had, or I had never had, maybe there is, but I don't know, treatments. Sorry, let me just remove this thing. I had never had any treatment to do with fibroids, like, except for mitinidawa, that kind of thing. 2016, 2017, 18. By the time 2018 is getting here, they were so bad, really big. I had a bit of anemia because of the bleeding, I was looking just emaciated because they are feeding, basically it's like weeds in a garden, they feed off the food of the other. I was looking really bad. So I thought, even right now, as per that time, I wasn't even very well off financially, and I thought, before I even start thinking about surgery and all that, let me just try mitini dawa. We have a neighbor here who also had the same problem, and it worked for her, so I decided to give it a try. And hey, that thing made me realize that for you to even live healthy, it was so expensive. I was thinking, I can't even manage this, and I thought this was the simple way to go about it. But you have to follow a very strict diet and regimen on what you eat, how you eat it, when you eat it, wake up early in the morning. So I was like, I'm gonna give it a try. I start on the mitini dawa, and I was supposed to take, I don't even remember as well, I tried some bitter, of course it's usually bitter concoctions, and then I was supposed now to go into the healthy lifestyle to help what I'm drinking cleanse my body. It was supposed to be pineapples, it was supposed to be broccoli every day, broccoli, cauliflower, pawpaw, what else? It was so much. And then now the seeds, these seeds that I still try to maintain, because at least that is manageable. Every day, wake up early in the morning, eat a piece of pawpaw, and then when you eat broccoli, mix it up with carrots, this cauliflower, and then every day the seeds of the pawpaw, I would store them somewhere, and every day just take one roll as it is. Whoa, how am I gonna be able to pay rent, to do these things and buy them and eat them every day? And they're highly perishable, and I really have to stick to this thing. Avoid sugar, no sugar at all, avoid fats. So I'm basically drinking things, eating things with low salt, low sugar, no fats, and still I feel now like I'm not even living anymore. I tried that. I was really unable to. I would have loved that it works for me. If that would have been the way, that would have been so nice. I was unable to keep up with that. And then now 2019, yeah, that's when now my treatment of the conventional way came up. I happened to meet, and that's why I'm telling you guys, I will tell you even my experience when it comes to dating, just looking all the time. You're looking, because I look heavy, guys. I look almost pregnant, So I met this really nice man, and he was quite interested in me. We talked, he came, he wasn't from around, and he met me, and he just, every time I meet with somebody, I know what they're thinking. Some of them are courageous enough to ask, some of them just assume it and never talk to you again. So he asked me, are you pregnant? And if you are, don't worry, I really like you for who you are. And I think I told him, actually, I appreciate that you ask this, because I am not. I have been having this and this problem for quite a while, and it's been heavy. It's quite hard for me to even wrap my head around what I'm gonna do. You just feel stuck, like, that is so sad. You know what, anything you need for your treatment and journey, just tell me. And I had never felt like, oh, the heavens have come down. No, are you really joking? Like, no, I will cater for it. Tell me what you. Oh my God, I couldn't even waste time. I started my journey, started looking for referrals for good gynas, affordable, that I could go on till the end of it. My elder sister at that time referred me to this very nice doctor, and I started my treatment, guys. By this time, as I've told you, they were quite big. So the gyna told me the best way is not even going in there immediately, because it will be a lot of scarring. And she was explaining to me that the uterus looks a bit something like, you know, the inside of your mouth, the feeling. Yeah, it's not like skeletal, this you know, the skin, it's like that. So for parts like this or skin like this to heal is easier than, you know, when you even bite yourself. Well, it's usually takes time, it's sore, it's uncomfortable. Yeah, so the same. So she told me this is what we're gonna do. There has come a this medicine and treatment that, yeah, we're gonna inject you with, and this I'm not even telling you guys because I am a doctor, or I am so professional. I'm telling you for what I remember. It's a hormone, it's like birth control, so basically suppresses my female hormone, so I won't, the one that's feeding into the fibroids, and they're gonna suppress it. So hopefully, I was supposed to take it for 3 months, shrink them, and then after that, now go in there surgically. Started this treatment with Lupride, and it's an injection. One goes for a whole month. Yeah, so that was crazy. Of course, they give you the what to expect in advance. So with this, I got pseudomenopause, which of course came with like the heat flashes. I used to get that. I used to get really weak, the feeling of weakness in my bones. My teeth were really sensitive. I got really dark. But as long as these things are shrinking and on the right path towards healing, I'm ready to take it. Did that for 1 month. It went fine. I went back for the check, you know, like, yeah, they're feeling a bit small. I'm like, I got the second injection for the second month, went back, and then she told me, yeah, progress is good. I'm like, hey. Oh my god, for the first time I was even feeling lighter. Like, you feel lighter because you don't even realize that you're actually carrying a lot of weight, but once these things start shrinking, then that's when you realize that you actually feel a bit lighter. I was feeling a bit, you know, like I can breathe. And then the third month now, same thing happened. I was like, ooh. So by the time I was supposed to have my third surgery, my second surgery, yeah, corona, that 2019 heading on to 2020, corona starts to happen. Is it even gonna be possible? God, please let it just be possible for me. So I finished the 3 months of the injections, and at that time I'm happy because of course I'm not getting any periods. That was such a relief for me. For almost, the injections were supposed to be for 3 months, but due to COVID and all that, it went on for about 7 months because there were delays here and there, so I couldn't just get into surgery immediately after the injections. I'm so happy, I'm so relieved. Oh my god. Within this time still, trying to avoid sugars, avoid salts, because that's the root cause of this all. Doesn't matter whatever kind of treatment, but just try and avoid anything that feeds into them, and anything that feeds into them is basically the good stuff. So I avoid all the good stuff. 20th December 2020, I went in for my surgery, which was a success. They told me yes, it went well. The medication, the injections had done a pretty good job, otherwise it would have even taken longer. It took about 4 hours. They got about, was it 29? Yeah, 29 myoma, and the largest was about 10 by 10. I was like, oh god, that is over. I hope it is over. I was really hoping it is over, because by the time I was, honestly, let me be honest with you guys, by the time I was even convinced to do this treatment, the 3 months injection, and go in there with surgery, I was so ready. I have gotten somebody who will be able to do this for me. I'm gonna get rid of my uterus. I was so ready. But my mom and my sister, they are so against the idea. They feel like they can strangle me. Like, Yvonne, no, you're not. Think about it, Yvonne. What if you meet a good man, a good husband who wants children? Yvonne, please, no, please consider it. So I was like, God, if I decide that it's a second myomectomy, please let them never come back. I will really regret it. And so by this time I'm in hospital, I'm healing, I'm thinking, let it be the last, because 13 years with this, it's too much. 2021, my birthday is usually in January. I was feeling like I'm ready to take on the world, feeling brand new. Until I started noticing 4 months into it, I was still I'm feeling like I'm a bit sore, I'm a bit still, it feels stiff, and I started feeling quite unhappy about that. I tried now, thinking I can't go back there again. Exercising, avoid sugar, bread, starch, rice, soda, fry. I can't. I'm starting to panic, until it gets to a point when I lie on my back, and this used to happen to me the very first time that I didn't even know it, because I didn't know what to expect, what to think. When I lie on my back, I feel like I am so pressed to use the bathroom, and when I wake up to go to the bathroom, there's nothing. Oh, this is not good. Sometimes they grow and they press on your bladder, like maybe like this, and then the pee is hiding here instead of being here, something like that. God, I'm really not at peace. And then the feeling of, I feel so pressed to go to the bathroom, just normal, like when I'm seated, and then when I go to the bathroom, just one drop. This is not good. So by this time, I'm fighting with all these things. I'm doing my first YouTube vid. I'm feeling so unhappy. Damn. I hope I'm not going back to this thing that used to make me feel so trapped. So my sister and my mom are like, I think let's just take you back to the hospital here, see what it is, and just clear your head. They're always so positive for me. Clear your head, Ivana, there's nothing, let's just go, you see, it's all in your head. This time the surgery was for good, Ivana. Like, within me, I just knew all is not well. This feeling, I've lived with it for so long that even a little bit of it, I would just detect it. I went back, I got tested. By the time the guy that just did this, they were like, yeah, these are from what? I cried in that office. The doctor was looking at me. He doesn't even know what to say. He's just getting tissues and giving me and tapping. I know, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is too fast for them to come back like this. I see you are here in 2020 having your surgery. I'm so sorry. I was feeling the world is spinning. I'm falling, not breathing. Oh, I saw stars. I saw everything. The doctor tries to be a little bit nice to me and tells me, but for us to be sure, just go get the scan. You're really trying to be nice, which I appreciate, but they are back. I went, just the next office, I got my scan, and they're like, when that lady is pressing, my heart is just beating. I'm hoping Lord, please do a miracle. I am in need of one right now. No, 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 no. He's like, I'm looking at her, you know, the way you're lying down and you're looking at the screen, and she's pointing at them. I've never felt so broken. I was so broken. Ish. Anyway, so it felt like I'm going back the same cycle of life. This is my cycle of life, as others are actually progressing, but this is me breaking out of this thing, talking about it. If you see me out there looking like this, just know I'm not pregnant, you know. Sometimes I even laugh. Sometimes I don't know whether to be mad or to laugh. I go to some places, and like where I used to live, there used to be these small mini marts, you know, so it's convenient for us. Of course, we just walk in there. And this lady used to see me all the time. She's like, we're expecting good news. And sometimes, especially towards the time of your menses, you know, you bloat, you feel all those things. So she's like, at that time, I'm even looking more bloated. And she's like, wow, I see you. And then after, she's asking me, what is happening? She even, this one time, I had stayed for so long without going there. I think even 9 months or over or so. And then she never sees me with the baby, and she tells me, sorry, like condolences. I'm so sorry, you had a miscarriage. Don't worry, it's part of life, we'll go through it. Well, I am so tired. I just looked at her and I thought, you know, I don't even know whether to blame you or to be angry or to tell you off. But I told her thanks, and went home. I was thinking to myself, does it even feel any better now that I know there's nothing? Or would it be the same if I was actually really pregnant? Like, you know, these remarks, the stares at people. I'm like, are you staring? Guys, are you staring at me because you notice it is something off? Or why are you staring if I'm pregnant? You know, they stare at me like, is this what expectant women go through, the stares? Or is it in my head? Yeah, guys, that is where I am at. That is everything I have gone through. So it's not even everything I have gone through, because it's a lot. Things I have gone through, my dating experience, working the way you feel, it's too much. So as we go on, I'll keep on telling you. I'm really trying to get back to what I believe I can be and I was supposed to be. This has taken so much of my confidence and self-belief away, and just the vim to do anything, because I would always be tired because of the anemia. I'm feeling lethargic, I'm feeling bored, I feel like crying because I know I don't look good and it's not something I can deal with. Yeah, that is that. What else? Nothing for now. I was just today chill at home playing Candy Crush. It used to be my escape on those days where, you know, I had moved out of home. I was just new, you know, when you move out you have your bed, you haven't really gotten to buy TVs. I used to hear people talk about it. I was like, wait, I can download Candy Crush and be playing, and since then, hooked. I've lost progress a couple of times, but getting back to it right now. I'm on level, I think, 1,000. Anyway, digressing, guys. I thank you so much once again for the subscribers, 20 of you. I'm so grateful. I hope to catch you guys in my next one. Ciao.